Welcome to my channel, Living Your Best Life, and I'm Cindy Smaha. We're in a series called Barriers, and today's video is about, is education a barrier for you or lack of education? Before we get into the topic, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right next to it so you'll be notified of all my future uploads. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment or questions that you might have. Have you ever wanted to go to college or go back to college, but maybe you thought that you weren't smart enough, or you couldn't afford it, or you wouldn't fit in? And maybe it seems so overwhelming to you that you just don't know where to start. Well, we'll be answering all your questions for you today. And I have a guest speaker, Stacy, who is the Director of Financial Aid at the community college where I work, and she will be answering all your questions about financial assistance available to you. So keep on watching. Hi, Stacy. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. I just have a few questions for you. And again, you are the Director of Financial Aid at the local community college where we work. And so here's the questions I have. So what type of financial assistance is available for individuals who want to go to college or go back to college?
So what I'll always say with a question like that is there's no one size fits all for every type of student. So basically, there's various types. It depends on where you're at. If you're an individual that has graduated high school and you're going to college and you're not really sure what you want to major in, and coming here, it gives you a good opportunity to kind of test everything out. Or if you're that individual that's been in the workforce and now taking the opportunity to expand your education. So what I'll always tell everyone is going through the actual processes. So as the Director of Financial Aid, I'm very compliance and regulatory driven. So I'll always tell everybody, fill out that Fafsa application. And with that Fafsa application, what that does, it's the Department of Education, and it's free. It's an application for which every student that wants to apply for financial aid, and I'll call it right now federal and state, they fill out that application. And with that, the financial aid office can utilize that information to determine what type of resources are available for students. So some of the types that are out there, and again, I'll speak in general terms because it is specific to that student. So there's federal types of financial aid, such as grants, state grants, as well as federal grants. There's federal Stafford loans. So you may be that individual that, maybe you went to college 20 years ago and you've done well for yourself in your field, and you're coming back to school. Maybe you don't qualify for the grants. So I want to make sure everyone knows that there are generally options available. Now, of course, it's student specific, but when people think my parents make too much money and I'm not going to qualify for financial aid, make sure you always talk to a financial aid representative, because there is something available for you. So we talk about federal and state grants. We talk about federal work study. So if you're an individual that wants to work on campus, there's opportunities provided by the Department of Education to allow you to work on campus. There's scholarships, both internal within the college of your choice, as well as external scholarships. We have a lot of individuals that are working for certain companies, and they provide scholarship opportunities for students to pursue and increase their education. There's opportunities at certain agencies within the city, such as unemployment or additional government agencies. So what I'll always tell everyone, don't make assumptions. Don't assume that there's nothing out there for me. Please always ask the resources that are available on campus.
Great. Great. Wow. You did. You answered a lot of those questions. Wow. And are there any other kinds of eligibility requirements or anything for individuals to think about?
Sure, absolutely. So eligibility requirements, obviously the intent of any college, if you're receiving financial aid, is to see you succeed from an academic standpoint. So one of those things I want to throw out there that it's really nice that Mrs. Smaher has given me the opportunity is that we want you to do well in school, and there are requirements to receive financial aid. So you need to make sure you're meeting academic progress. You need to make sure that you're taking classes that are specific to your field of study. There are situations in which students come in and maybe they just need a class here or there because in their field of study, they need to take keyboarding to advance on their skill set. There are still potential opportunities for those individuals. And again, I'm just going to end this again with making sure that you're asking the questions.
Yeah.
No assumptions here.
Great, great. That's wonderful. And so how does you mentioned a little bit about to go to FAFSA.gov and to fill out a FAFSA form. And
Yes.
what does, for those of us who don't know, what does FAFSA mean?
Great question, Cindy. So that is the free application for federal student aid. So as I mentioned before, it is free. And you made a great point here. And this is something I'll always indicate if we're doing any type of lecture with high school students. Make sure you're going to the appropriate website, FAFSA.gov. For financial aid purposes, looking for that .gov end, because there's a lot of scammers out there. And we've had situations where individuals have gone to FAFSA.com. And then that company says, you need to pay a fee of $75.
Wow.
So I want to make sure people are aware of that. In addition, scholarship applications for the most part are free. So if you're on a website and that application is asking you to pay a fee, sit tight, maybe do some research and see what's going on. But yes, the free application is where students would generally start. And once you fill out that application, it gives you the opportunity to indicate what schools you would like that application sent to. Now, keep in mind, you can fill out the application, send it to the school. It does not mean that you have to attend that institution. It gives you the opportunity to put the school out there. And then this way, it's now in the school's hand to reach out to you to see if you're interested in attending. And if you are, they'll help you get going on the financial aid process. It's a lot of, it's intimidating, coming into college. And not only do you have to worry about yourself from an academic standpoint, but now you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it.
Right,
So
right.
financial aid office help you. So filling out that application is step one. All schools have specific processes for how they determine eligibility, but I'll tell you, every school is a standard for which you got to fill out documentation. You have to allow the school to review your eligibility and the opportunities for financial aid.
Right, right. And so for a student that wants to go to college, let's say in the fall, when should they complete the FAFSA form?
Now, 100% now. So not to put any panic out there, because there's a lot of individuals that have maybe just decided that they want to go to college. So with a lot of colleges starting, early August through September, the application is open. Just some additional information, the FAFSA application will generally open about a year in advance of school starting and for that review period. So this current FAFSA application is the 22-23 FAFSA application.
Okay.
So when you go to FAFSA.gov, if you were to fill out an application now, there's two applications out there that are available. There's the 21-22, that's essentially finishing out the year. But if you're looking to start in fall or even spring of next year, the 22-23 application is the one that you want to complete.
Great, great. That's great information.
Thank you.
And so you explained that if an individual is interested in knowing more about it, to meet with a financial aid assistant.
Absolutely.
And just go to the college. Do they need to schedule an appointment?
It depends on where they're going. For Rock Valley College, you do not have to make an appointment. You can walk in, come upstairs and talk to us. And again, what I will always tell students and parents, because a lot of individuals are intimidated by the financial aid office. It's scary stuff, but it doesn't have to be. And what I'll always tell everyone, we're here for you. You keep our doors open. You make it possible for us to be here to provide that opportunity. And hopefully I can plug this in. Today's graduation day.
Yay!
And on my way in, it's a very emotional day for me because I've been here for almost 5 years. I think about those students that started 2-3 years ago, and when they came in, and luckily I had the opportunity to intervene if there was something going on, to where I helped them with their financial aid. And I get text messages this week, from parents saying, we couldn't have done this without your office. We're so happy to see our child graduating. And for me as an administrator here, I actually get very teary-eyed today, coming onto the college campus, parking, and just that vibe that's out there right now.
Yes.
It's amazing feeling this one day of the year. And yes, it's very rewarding every other day, but there's something about today, seeing all your little babies going up there and getting their diploma. And it's just, it's such a great feeling to know that this office, the financial aid office, and every financial aid office at other schools, they
Mhm,
play a part in that.
mhm, mhm,
And just watching how hard the students work at completing the process, and
mhm,
when they're done with their financial aid file, now they can focus on their education.
mhm.
It's such a cool feeling for all of us. It's kind of like a natural high.
Yeah.
Um, and I just wanted to make sure I share that because there's a reason why we do this.
Yes, that's right. Yes. And that, this isn't just a job for us.
Right.
This isn't just, I go to work 8 to 5 and then I'm done. We put our heart and soul into what we do because it helps someone else.
Yes.
And I feel the same way that this is our payday.
Yeah.
Graduation is our payday when we see the fruits of our labor that's out there. And that, I have had over and over and over again, students say to me, I couldn't have done it without you.
Of course.
And that's why I felt like this video is so, so important to let individuals know that they're not alone
Yeah.
and that we can help them, and that we do everything under our power and then some to be able to help them and guide them and get them the education that one they need.
Yeah.
So
So
many, right, so many employers out there are really requiring some type of certificate, some college or degree out there in order to get a good paying job for your family. And
absolutely.
having children of your own is
Yeah.
that we become the role models of our family, and that when they see us going to school or going back to school and making those sacrifices,
Yeah.
that helps out so much in the family unit, and be able to encourage our children to see how important education is. And it's
100%.
very
Absolutely.
important.
I love the share. Absolutely. And, getting back to it, go to the financial office, come on in, start the
Yes.
process.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to ask. And if there's ever a time where you feel that you're not getting the answers that you want, or you want more information, advocate for yourself. Hey, I
Yes.
would like to speak to a financial aid manager. Hey, I would like more information.
Mhm,
Make
mhm,
sure you are always getting the questions that you want answered.
mhm. Yes, very good. And so, do you have anything else that you want to say to individuals watching this video?
You know what, just to kind of, I think we had a great conversation here, Cindy, and touched upon a lot of the points where no matter how old you are, if you're 18 years old, we have students here that are in their 60s and 70s,
Yes, we do.
and they've made a home here. And yeah, so we have a student here that, is a bit older, great background, amazing career, but wanted to try to pursue something different.
Mhm.
And she's been here for about 4 years during my tenure, and she's graduating today. And I mean, I hugged her. I saw her again today. She is just so thrilled, and she's getting ready to move on to get her bachelor's at another institution.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
yeah, it's never too late. I myself, I've got kids that are getting ready for college, and I thought,
Mm.
what better opportunity to kind of start up myself and pursue an additional degree.
Yes.
Sky's the limit. It's never too late.
Yes.
Yes, I know from the standpoint of, the thing that holds a lot of people back is money.
Mhm.
Um, and not everybody has that magical college fund or that money tree that grows in their backyard,
Right.
at their disposal at any time. But there's a lot of opportunities out there. So definitely take advantage and see what opportunities are available for you.
Right. Don't give up.
No, don't,
Right.
absolutely.
Don't give up and still pursue it. So,
We survived the COVID era with
yeah.
students still going to college and,
Yeah.
still being able to get everything done. So
Mhm.
we're
Yeah.
warriors. All of us are warriors.
Yes.
We've got this. You've got this.
That's right. And we do this together.
Exactly.
Don't do it alone. So
Exactly. That's a great statement. Don't do it alone.
that's right. So thank you again for meeting
Yes.
with me. I'm so excited about today and being graduation, and
Yes. Perfect day to do this.
it is. It's a perfect day to do this. So again, thank you so much. And
Thank you, Cindy.
you have a great day.
You too. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thanks. I just love the people I work with. They're just so great, compassionate people. And we just so much want to help others, and we want to help you. And so just, I'll be providing links to all the things that we've talked about in the description box. So please check there for more information. So let's answer some questions. Let's say you think you're not smart enough or that you won't pass the entrance exam. Right now, the entrance exams at this community college have been deferred because of COVID. And so for more information about that and finding out how the deferment program works, which is you just fill out a form, there will be a link provided that you can go to. Now, let's say you're not smart enough, you won't be able to pass the classes. We have tutors that you can meet with virtually, like in Zoom here, or you can meet in person, and they're here to help you. We have a math lab, we have a writing center, we have all of that to help you. And there is students and staff that can help you with that. So again, you're not alone with that. So let's say you're concerned that maybe you have a disability, that you maybe have a learning disability. Maybe you are hearing impaired, or your eyesight impaired, or that you have a mobility disability. We can provide accommodations for all students, all individuals with documented disabilities. And again, I have a link down here to show you where to go and how to find out what those accommodations are. And so we're here to help you. I'm going to say this over and over and over again. We are here to help you. Now, maybe you might think that you won't fit in or you're too old. I am here to say that I went back to school at 36 and then again at 45 to finish my degree. It can be done. And sometimes I was the oldest person in class, even older than the teacher, but that was okay. They were kind and friendly, and I fit in, and we worked on projects. So you will fit in. And we have wonderful student clubs that you can get involved in. So the best way to fit in is to get in there and get involved. And we have wonderful events that are it's just so much fun. There is not a dull moment here, which is great. And so maybe it sounds overwhelming to you. Maybe all of this just sounds like, oh my goodness, I have no idea where to start. What do I do first? Where do I go? The first place you need to go is speak with an academic advisor or career advisor. Talk with them. They will guide you on the next steps to go. And I will also be providing a link to our getting started steps that you can see. Our website has all the information that you need. And again, we're here to help you. And if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. I am so happy to answer those questions. And let's say you have no idea what you want to be when you grow up. Well, I can help you with that. I am a career coach, and I can help students with the career assessment that evaluates or assesses what your current skill set is, what your values, what you're interested in, what your personality, and then we can narrow down your career choices on where you fit in and where your talents lie. So we got you covered. So I hope this video dispelled some myths about going back to school, and then I hope it excited you about the possibility that you can go to college, because you can. Please, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And please stay tuned for next week, that we're continuing in our barrier series, where we're going to talk about what's your body saying. So I'll see you next week on Monday at 4. Have a great week. Bye-bye.